Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's going to be another pet peeves video. I'm trying to make this a little series since a lot of things in life piss me off. Figured I'd share them with you guys. So this is part 2 or number 2, I guess, whichever I label it, of my pet peeves videos. So I'm just going to get started. So there's actually a couple on here that I'm surprised didn't make it into like the first video, but number 1 being alarm clocks. I hate the sound of alarm clocks. Not like alarm clocks in general that like they tell you the time and stuff. Obviously, that is good to know and have. But the fact that when like even using alarm clocks, yes, I use them to wake up in the morning and stuff like that. Send my daughter to school and whatnot. But I just hate the freaking sound of it. The sound of an alarm clock goes off. Like it takes me literally like 3 seconds at most to shut that freaking thing off and get up because I hate the sound of it. And if I can shut it off and it be done with, I'd rather just hurry up and shut it off. Well, I suppose that is the general idea of an alarm clock, but there's some people they can just like let that go and sleep and sleep and sleep and sleep through that beeping and beeping and beeping, and it ain't me. I even hate like watch alarms. Like I'll be in the house and there's like like watches that ain't being used, like kid watches or something like that, and an alarm goes off and it's just beeping for nothing, and I'm like, oh my god, like shut off that alarm. Even my boyfriend's watch, I'd be like, like stop it, like turn your alarm off. Number 2 is being alone. I don't really like to be in the house alone for very long. I get very restless, and things like that. I don't know. I mean, I do like my alone time and stuff like that, but being alone all the time drives me nuts. I'm a person that not doesn't have to have a big group of people to associate with, talk to, or whatever have around. But I do like to have at least one person that I can at least conversate with throughout the day, because I just hate like just sitting in the house by myself like all day, all night, all day, all night, and like just I don't know, being alone in general, I guess. Number 3 is dirty nails slash hands. I hate that. I know that sometimes it's hard to avoid, especially if you work at a job where your hands tend to get dirty, like mechanics or whatnot, stuff like that, construction, whatever. Or even like other things, but it's just like it just drives me nuts. And like I'm a person that will wash my hands and wash my hands, and if like I touch something that really didn't even touch anything nasty, but it was just like I don't know, I'm trying to think of something that would go. But anyways, like just I don't like, I mean I'm not like a germaphobe or anything like that. I just like to look at my hands and then look clean. And also nails and stuff, if I see that my nails, there's dirt on them, I'm gonna pick that at that, and I'm gonna like, it drives me nuts to have like dirty nails, or even see somebody and they're like eating with like dirty hands or like nails. I'm just like gross. Number 4 is stubbing my toe. I hate it. It's not like a regular bump in your head or like, even like your elbow or something like that, unless like you crack it really hard, then obviously. But like just for like normal like pokes and bumps, it's the worst. It always hurts like as most as it can for how you like stubbed it or whatnot. And even if it's just like a little stub, it always seems to hurt, and it's just like a piss off. It's like, how did you not be able to maneuver around it? Like, how did you end up stubbing it when you were walking and there was nothing there, but all of a sudden, boom, and it's just unexpected, and it just drives me nuts. I hate it. I always get so angry, like I'll like get grumpy, like I'll stub my toe and then I get grumpy because I'm like, I freaking hate that I did that. Number 5 is if people who leave their cupboard doors open or like stuff like that, where I'll come out into the kitchen and like the cupboard doors open to where you keep like the canned goods or things like that. And I'm just like, shut the door. You opened it, you got something out of it, shut it now. Even for like cups or plates or whatever, or even like, a pantry door or stuff like that. Anything like that. I mean, not like a bedroom door, if it's tend to be open or close it, but more like dresser drawers, cupboard drawers, things like that. Drives me crazy if they're left open. Which, on a side note, I think I get from my mom, because my mom, I do believe, is the same way, and so is my sister. We hate when people leave the cupboard doors open in the kitchen. Number 6 is loose plugins. There is nothing worse when you go to freaking charge something and the plug-in is too freaking loose to plug it in and it falls out of the wall and you have to like keep freaking with it and keep plugging it and holding it there, whatnot, or it doesn't get a good charge, or just in general, like, to have to freak with it to get this thing in. In my house, we have only a few plugins, and like half of the ones that we have are loose like that, where like stuff will fall out and you have to like be careful and that for like that your thing that you're putting in is actually being put in and like power going to it. But it's so freaking annoying. And let's see here. My next one is repeating myself, and that's the funny thing is, in the first one I know I did one where it was like people who don't listen when I speak to them, or was I when you're talking to them, that's what it was. And also I hate repeating myself, where if it's something where I know like I'm too far away and it's obvious that you just didn't hear because there's too much distance between us, or the wind is blowing or something, or like whatever, or I was like mumbling or speaking too low, because sometimes that happens, that's fine and I don't mind, and I will repeat myself once, usually automatically, to make sure they heard me, if I think that, you know, they probably missed it or whatever. But it's those people that you're sitting right there and you say something and then it's like they just like were tuning you right, and then it's like, what? And you're like, you know, sometimes you'll get a repeat from me, sometimes you won't. It all depends, and definitely if I have to repeat myself like 2 or 3 times, by like the second time I'm aggravated, but the third time I'm just like pissed off, and if I even like repeat it the third time, you're lucky and you must be like someone that's awful special to me in my life. The eighth thing is wearing socks/shoes. Sneakers more, I can handle flip-flops, which is because you can be bare feet into them, but yeah, I don't like having socks and stuff. It's not even too warm kind of thing or anything like that. It's just like the feel of it. I love to be bare feet. It's more comfy and efficient and just better. And especially if I'm in the house, there's a good chance that I'm going to be bare feet. And like even outside, I try not to do it too much because I hate my feet being like always stained dirty all the time and being rough from walking outside like that. So as I got a little older, I tried to kind of stop doing it as much, but I still do it. And definitely in the house, like even in the winter time, like I don't ever wear socks. Like I'll put my feet in my sneakers or whatever and go out like that, and like out, like not just like run somewhere or like for a minute. Like if I had to go to town and whatever, well, I'm just shoving my foot in there and I don't freaking care. I hate wearing socks. It drives me nuts. The other thing is when people don't reset the microwave. Number 9, I hate when you go to the microwave and like if somebody puts something in for 30 seconds and they stop it with 2 seconds left and then they just take the thing out, shut the door and walk away and they don't clear it. I don't know why. I think it's like an OCD thing maybe. I'm not exactly sure why this aggravates me, but it's not even that like, oh, you can't see the time or whatever. And I kind of hate the time not being set also, so maybe that is a part of it. I don't know. But I definitely hate looking at it and I'm just like, it's like, I don't know, it's just something makes me have to get up and press like reset and set it back to nothing, or like bring the time back up. No, it's horrible. And the 10th thing for this video, which is kind of a phobia, I would guess you would say, and not necessarily a pet peeve, but I look at it a little bit differently, which is spiders. Yes, I'm scared of spiders, fucking terrified of them, but I also hate them because they're like creepy crawly things that just seem to be everywhere and like anywhere. And I hate, you know, like if I have like, I don't know, like a sweater that was on the floor and I didn't realize it, and then I go and I pick it up and like you have to worry about spiders being in it, or like, you know, at my house I go outside on my porch and there's spiders and I'm just like, it's just maddening. Like to where like I'm scared of them to a point, but then another point, just having them there to aggravate me, it makes me mad. So that's why I kind of put it on the pet peeves list also, because it is a piss off and not just something I'm scared of. Alright, well, if you liked my video and you want to see more of them, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And I hope to see you next time. Bye!